Hey everybody, I just briefly wanted to show you how we're going to use the camera to play around with our next assignment with setting ISO and setting the white balance. So you're going to want to turn your camera on, and we're going to be using a different mode than what we've used. We're going to be switching to the P, which stands for Program AE. And what this is going to allow us to do is the camera is going to be making a lot of decisions for us, but then we can go in and actually start playing with just a couple things. So we can get used to playing with the settings to get the desired pictures we want. So on the wheel behind it, you're going to see it says ISO. And for the assignment, what you're going to do is try to take a picture of the same thing using these settings so you can see what the difference is. ISO, that's a low number, means it's a low light sensitivity. ISO with a high number means a high sensitivity. So if we're in a really cloudy setting, if we have it on a low sensitivity, our picture is going to turn out kind of dark because it's not as sensitive to light. If it's on a high sensitivity, then our picture will turn out with more gradients and more kind of color variation because it's more sensitive to light. Okay. When I go to play around with it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture on 100, and to switch between the numbers, I just use the left and right of the wheel and push the middle to select it. So I would pick a subject to take a picture of, and then I'm going to go to the wheel, change it, and take the same picture. And I'm going to do that for all of the different numbers so that I can actually physically see what the difference is. It's just going to help me understand it and also practice toggling through it and setting it. And what I probably will notice as I get up to the higher numbers is I do lose a little bit of detail. It can become a little grainy. So there is a sacrifice when we go to a higher sensitivity. And if we're outside, a lot of times there's so much light, we don't need this. But if it's really cloudy, we might need it. So this will come into play later as we start playing with the other settings. The other thing we're going to play around with today is white balance. Now, to get to white balance, you click the WB, and you can see this is going to help the camera understand what kind of colors to look for based on different types of light, because the color white looks really different in different types of light. So there's a daylight, there's a shade, there's a cloudy, tungsten light, which is a kind of, it's a type of light bulb, white fluorescent light, which is often what you find in schools, and then the flash. And you're going to want to take a picture using each of these. You could take, again, the same subject, or you could play around with different subjects. But you're going to end up taking 7 photos, 1 in daylight, 1 in shade, 1 in cloudy, 1 in tungsten light, 1 in white fluorescence, and 1 in flash. Make sense?